Welcome to Ultimate DIY, where you learn to be your own handyman. And today we are going to install a garbage disposal flange. I get asked all the time how you install these flanges. And generally, they're all pretty much going to be the same. The one that I'm going to be installing today is going to be an American Standard Platinum Edition 1.25 horsepower. But they're all going to be relatively the same. Now, just so you know, when you get this unit, they're going to come in a box like this, and you're going to have the unit itself with the ring already attached. You're going to have the flange, and the flange is all put together. I'm going to show you how to take it apart so that we can get it in. It's going to have the little drain with a couple of screws and the metal piece that go on the side. There is a trick to this that most DIYers mess up on and causes them a lot of headache. So be sure you stay tuned to the very end, and I'm going to show you how to address that situation so that doesn't happen to you. But before we get to that, let's go ahead and get into how we disassemble this and get it put in. And by the way, what I'm going to do is disassemble it in pieces and show you how easy that is. And then I'm going to bring the camera around and I'm going to install it here where you can actually see, because most of these videos I've seen, they're trying to shoot up under a sink and the visibility is awful. You just don't really get a good sense of what's going on. So let's go ahead and let's get started. All right, so when you pull it out of the box, it's going to look like this. It has the strainer. You have an outer ring. This is what's going to go in the top side, and everything else in here is going to go underneath. The very first thing you're going to want to do is take these screws off right here. So, and I'm just going to do it old school way with a screwdriver. You can use a impact as well, but in case you don't have that, I'm showing you it can be done without it. And what I'm going to do is take it apart, and I'm going to leave the pieces in order. Now, the reason I do that is so that I remember exactly how it goes back together. Now, I've done this enough times. I know which pieces go where. But if you're a new DIYer and this is your first one to ever deal with, you want to make sure you put it back in the right order. So I take those out. Now, you notice I can't get this off. I can't get it off because there's a little snap ring right here. The easy way to get that is I'll take a screwdriver tip, bend it up just like that, and it pops right off. That will be my number one piece. Now everything else will come off in order. Leave it just like it goes on. This is number two. And I will pull this one up, number three. And this is not a throwaway. You need this. This is a friction ring. So make sure that that goes back on. And then what you have left is the part that is going to go in the upper part. So now we're going to take the very last piece and we are going to put some plumber's putty on it. And we are going to mount that on the sink side up on the top. So let me show you how that is actually done. I take the putty, a pretty good amount, and I'm going to start rolling it just like Play-Doh when you were a kid. Set that there, get a little bit more out of here. Don't be afraid to use a lot of this because what you don't use, you will be able to scrape away. But you want to make sure you do not leave any areas unprotected. So what I'll do, I'll get it about like that, and I will start, actually let's get a little more of that out of there. I'll start working it around just like that. Smush it down just a little, make sure I'm not leaving anything undone. Now you notice I have some more here. So we're going to get a little bit more. I'm going to do the same thing, work it, and kind of put that on. Now I could have done it in one long one, and a lot of times I'll do that on the table, but it doesn't really matter. So as long as you get it covered, just like that. So it's going to look very, very much like that. I probably have a lot of excess on this one today, but I want to show you that it is very easy not to worry if you do. And you're simply going to put it into place just like this, and you press. Now I'm hanging over the edge of a table here, so I don't want to pull my whole piece up, but you want to get it in there nice and firm. and you're going to see the putty squeezing out. That's what you're looking for. You want that. And I keep pushing until I feel like it's pretty good. Now, here's a trick I use because I work alone a lot. If you're working with somebody else, they can hold this down while you work underneath the bottom and put the pieces back together. But if you don't have that, use something like a weight like this and set it on top. That will allow it to kind of hold in place while you work underneath the bottom. So we put on our friction ring, going to put on your tightening ring, then we put on the actual part that holds your bolts, and then we are going to get our snap ring on. Now the snap ring, if you get it on one side, push it around, it just clips in just like that. Super, super simple. Get back underneath it so it's a little easier so I don't block your view. And I simply start them. Just like that. And I try to get it fairly even before I really start tightening. About like that. And Phillips head screwdriver and start tightening it down. Just like that. Now it's ready to go. The actual unit is going to come up here, and you'll notice that these are tapered. So these are going to actually slide on these little hooks right here. And you're going to just line those up. We'll push it up into place, and you start sliding these over just like that. Super simple, not hard at all. You can even take a screwdriver, put on this end to help turn and just get it locked into place. You have a compression ring right here. All right, so once it's all snapped together underneath, you're just going to come up here and pull the weight actually off. Look at some of that. The actual plumber's putty tried to stick to the bottom of that a little bit. But you're just going to come around and you're just going to peel this off. That's all there is to it. You can see how much extra. And you can actually reuse this. I'll put it back in my little tub, but I'll use a rag. I'll come around and I'll get it all off of there really good, making sure that everything is sealed. So all that will get cleaned up. So as promised, I'm going to go ahead and give you a pro tip that will make your DIY install so much better. Most DIYers will take the instructions, they flip through it real quick, and they do not pay close attention. When you are looking at your unit, this bottom section is where your drain is going to go right here. When you look at the top here, this is where the hose is going to go to the dishwasher. Where most DIYers make the first mistake, I tell you what, you'll make it once, you generally won't make it again because your dishwasher isn't going to work and you're going to be trying to figure out what happened or what went wrong. Right inside of here, if you look really closely, there's a white plug in there, and that plug has to be knocked out with some type of a blunt instrument. Now what I like to do is I'll put a rag down in here just like that, so that when I knock it out, it's easy for me to get out. And I'll just take something like a screwdriver and a hammer and put it in here and just knock it out. It's that simple. It is actually out. And this is what it looks like, just a little white plug. Pull out the rag and you are good to go. And now you won't make that mistake that most first-time DIYers make. So if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. Ring that little bell notification button. Matter of fact, ring it twice so that you know about all of my upcoming videos as I release them. And as always, guys, I really appreciate you watching and I really appreciate the comments. We'll catch you on the next one.